Hello and welcome to BeamNG Drive. I'm davidinark and we are here in the Car Jump Arena Championship preliminary round, and today we bring in the bus. That's right. Well, it's going to be a day of Wentwards, folks. Let's get into this. So if you've not been here before, what I'm doing is I am going through each of the vehicles that comes with BeamNG Drive. You can tell which ones they are because they have the little logo with them. So then I go into the particular model that we're dealing with, and then I'm going to go through each style or flavor of the particular vehicle and throw it over the... Oops, I did not mean to do that. Sorry. That was an accident. I didn't mean to do that. We're going to throw them over the Car Jump Arena to see how far they can go. The way this works is each vehicle starts at roughly the same place. I hold down the accelerator, mainly just try to keep the vehicle on the straight and narrow, and this is, oops, not looking good for you, but we're just going to keep on going. I let go of the accelerator when we take off of the platform, and this does not look like it's going to go very far at all. So I'm going to go ahead and slow this down, and wherever the vehicle touches, that is where we mark the distance. When I say touches, I mean when it touches the ground, whatever's farthest ahead. So the bus has a distinct advantage based on the fact that it's long. All right, so there we have touchdown, and its nose is just shy of that black mark. So the last mark we actually passed over is this white line, and that is the 200 mark. So in between 200 to 210, each of these lines is 10 meters. We have a 200 for the base model Wentward bus. So to kick things off, 200 meters in the Car Jump Arena. I'm pretty sure we're going to see things go much farther than that. Uh-oh, we're going to have a nice little... Oh, that was actually a decent spin-out parking job there, buddy. Not bad. Up next, we have the Wentward DL City Bus. Again, we're just going to throw it down the ramp, see how far it can go. It's risking the same over rev that the previous bus had, absolutely. And whoops, sorry about the camera there. Off we go, and down. Gonna slow things down here till we can figure out where it's gonna land. Oh, and there we go. We have buses, we have tires on the ground, and the front end actually did cross over the 190 mark, so we'll go ahead and give the city bus a 190, but that is definitely not good enough to continue because its predecessor actually did better. So how about that, huh? Oh, and this one did nowhere near as well in the parking department. Yikes. All right, up next we have the Safari bus. We're going to send this bad boy down the ramp and see how far it goes. Will it be able to leap farther than any of the other buses so far? I'm going to guess probably not. Once again, we are blowing the engine. That is not good for the bus. And slow things down. Ooh, however, we are past the 200 mark. Oh, and then it lands just inside, in between 200 and 210. So the Safari bus also walks away with 200, just like the base. So we've got two vehicles that are currently tied for first place. If we end up with multiple vehicles tied for the lead, then I go back and we will send them off the jump again. However, when I take the measurement, I try to guess a little better, get a little more defined landing position for each of the vehicles to determine which one wins the round. And now we go from Safari to Zebra. So there we go. I don't know, man. I just drive the vehicles. I load them up, push the gas, and down they go. Once again, going to blow the engine. Here it comes. Oh, there it is. However, we are coasting along. We take off at about 126 miles an hour. And I think we're going to see about the same thing we've been seeing here. Oh, look at that. On the ground, and the front end is at the 210 mark. So I'm going to give it to it. We're going to give it the 210 for the Zebra. Oh my gosh. Uh-oh. Sliding, skidding, slamming, coming to an abrupt halt. However, the Zebra bus takes the lead. And next up, we've got the highway bus. We're going to send this puppy over the edge. By the way, what happens ultimately is that out of all of the vehicles that we send flying down the car jump arena, the top 8 will be put into a tournament bracket, and they will compete to see who is the best of the best. Which of these buses goes the farthest? And holy cow, man, look at that. That is a that's 250, 60, 70, 270 for the highway bus. Ladies and gentlemen, we certainly have a new leader here. The highway bus taking over with 270 meters and wrapping itself around the judges' stand here in the car jump arena. Oh, and now we have the hero. Now, I have been debating long and hard about what I'm going to do with the hero. It comes equipped with 2 rocket boosters. Do I turn the rocket boosters on for this vehicle and have that count as part of this vehicle jumping off of the ramp? That is the question. That is the dilemma. I tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to go ahead and let the hero bus have 2 runs. 1 run without the JATO rockets and 1 run with the JATO rockets, just because. Just because I know we all want to see where this is going to go. All right, let me slow this down. This is getting very close. All right, so we have touchdown. I mean, technically the back end touchdown there. And we're looking at a 260 because that's the 250 mark. So that line there is a 260. So the JATO bus, the hero, gets a 260 without the rockets, putting it in second place. Ouch! Behind the highway bus. But it does have a trick up its sleeve. So, what I'm going to do is the rockets are going to be used just like I would acceleration. I'm going to start the accelerator. We're going to turn on the rocket. And this is whatever happens, happens. We're going to send this down, assuming I can maintain some kind of control on this thing. And then I will turn off the rockets and just let it fly way past the 500 mark. Oh, and in car jump arena terms, that is considered 500. In the finals, any vehicle going past 500 will be measured, but in terms of this one, that's a 500 for the hero bus with JATOs enabled. So now the question is, which flavor of these vehicles is actually going to move on? I mean, is it fair that the hero bus gets to move on because it has rockets strapped to it, or does it need to take the unamplified version and just say, nope, sorry, you fell short? That's a tough one. It's a tough position for me as the purveyor of the Car Jump Arena Championship to decide whether or not the JTOs come into play. And what if we just let the JTOs run their course? How far out do we go? Oh, look at that. That is crazy. Almost all the way to the water. Oh, slam. Oh my gosh. All right, so in order to keep things on a much more even keel, the hero bus with JTOs will not be admitted with the JTOs running. I know I'm going to get a lot of flack over this. I can feel it already. There's going to be a lot of negative kickback on that, and that's just my take on it. That's just my feeling on how this needs to go. So what that basically means is that the winner of the bus jump is going to be the highway version of the Wentward bus. So 270. Still, that is nowhere near the top 8. So there you go. I think what I may do is maybe the JTO bus will make an appearance in the finale just as a kind of a bonus trick stunt sort of spectacle. I don't know. We'll see what happens when we get to the final round. But in the meantime, we are going to give the victory to the highway bus with 270 meters. Got any questions, problems, suggestions, horror stories? Hit me with all of the hate mail that you're going to hit me with, because I'm not using the JTO rockets as an official entry. It's okay. Bring it on. I'm willing to accept that. In the meantime, thank you guys so much for watching. We'll see you next time in the BeamNG Car Jump Arena Championship preliminary action.